I would say the main thing that Bianca Saunders as a brand is known for is combining masculine and feminine aspects and incorporating it into her designs. And the Gen Z in me was like, what does that mean? What is feminine and masculine? You know, she is taking her time and making sure that if she's gonna do something, she's gonna do it right. Okay, Portugal, footwear, period. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl, Sierra. Hey, yeah. And as you guys can see, I am back with Style Sunday. Today is going to be episode number 3. If you have missed episode 2 and 1, I'll have a link down in the description box for you to check out, because I have so far covered Ferragamo and 6397. And please leave down below in the comments any other brands you guys would like for me to cover. But in the meantime, between time, I just be on Vogue collections, and then I'll be like looking through the collections. And yeah, that's how I discover what I want to cover. But then for this video, actually, shout out to my friend Angel. Love you, Angel. He texted me and he was like, yo, I think you should cover this brand, Bianca Saunders. And I was like, okay, sure. I have definitely heard of Bianca Saunders, and yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't know why. Again, it hasn't really grasped my eye, because definitely looking at the collection, her past collection, her recent collection, I'm like, oh, okay, this definitely has a brand that has a signature, I feel, and a brand that is doing something innovative. So yeah, it's no better time than now, and hopefully in the future I'll get my first Bianca Saunders piece. In case you are unfamiliar with Bianca Saunders, she is a London-based menswear designer. And I would say the main thing that Bianca Saunders as a brand is known for is combining masculine and feminine aspects and incorporating it into her designs. And the Gen Z in me was like, what does that mean? What is feminine and masculine? You know, we're living in a time now where everything is up for conversation, and you know, I think that there was such an emphasis on menswear, women's wear, and what that looked like. And now you have designers like Bianca Saunders who are blurring the lines when it comes to what we think of when we think menswear or women's wear. Also, when you look at her menswear collections, I think that the way that she pairs her, or the stylist of the brand pairs the pieces together, is very like soft and sensual. And I think that maybe that softness is what equates to being feminine, or the feminine aspect of the brand. Actually, Bianca Saunders Fall Winter 24 collection was a unisex collection, and I'm gonna actually leave down a Hypebeast article for you guys. But even beyond that collection, I still see unisex for anyone when I see Bianca Saunders, or when I think Bianca Saunders. Nona Source and Positive Materials is where she gets her fabrics from. And what I was reading, I think with Nona Source, is like basically the leftover fabric that luxury brands have, they kind of repurpose it and allow other people to use it. So that's amazing. So environmentally friendly is what you can think of when you think of Bianca Saunders as well. And Bianca has previously shown in London Fashion Week, but in January 2022 in Paris, she showed for the very first time. And the brand continues to show 2 collections a year. When I see some brands and it's like 74 looks, I'm just like, my ADHD is like, flip. It's like 35, and then I'm like, okay, slow. I only have 30 more photos to go. So I definitely love when brands can shorten it into like 30 looks, and you know, you have therefore, you know, not so many choices, and you just don't feel overwhelmed. But maybe that's just me. Also with Bianca Saunders, she is Jamaican. Her heritage is Jamaican, so she tries to incorporate her heritage or her culture, I think, with each collection. Now let's get into Bianca Saunders Menswear Spring 2025 collection. And this collection was, I think, mainly inspired by Bradley Smith, who was a writer for Women's Wear Daily and a photographer for Vogue. And his very first book, Escape to the West Indies, was a guideline or guidebook for the Caribbeans. It also included some photographs. I think the work that really inspired Bianca Saunders was when he went to Jamaica, I think in like the 1940s, I believe, or 1950s. Don't quote me, I may be inserted. But during that time when he was at the resort, he took photos of Jamaican guests and staff. and they were in black and white, just very beautiful, standout photos. Like, they definitely resonate when you look at them. And as I said, Bianca Saunders is Jamaican, and she said that she would go back and forth to Jamaica when she was young, but she hasn't been in some time. However, I did read that her and her team are doing projects in Jamaica, which definitely looking out for those. And it was said too that through Bianca Saunders travels even, she has taken her own little photos. So some of the looks in some of the collection was inspired by the photos that she has taken as well. And this collection was titled The Hotel. And that is because, as I said in the beginning, Bianca Saunders said that she hasn't been back to Jamaica in some time. And she said that when she goes back, she may feel like a tourist in a way. So it's basically in the perspective or the eyes of a tourist, what they would bring back home from Jamaica, what they would pack to bring to Jamaica, and what those looks would look like. Also with this collection, Bianca Saunders presented footwear, which it's not footwear to play with, okay? It's definitely giving quality, considering that she teamed up with a Portuguese footwear brand, Voluni, which definitely when I hear Portugal, made in Portugal with clothing or with shoes, I definitely think quality. I definitely think someone probably sold it or did it by hand. One of the looks that I liked from her spring collection is definitely this look right here. I definitely feel like you see again the Caribbean aspect or the Jamaican aspect with like the little netted cap. Definitely makes me think of like Bob Marley. And I really love her use of color. I think her use of color is what reminds me of Drees, because I think that with Drees, the color is striking, yes, but it's never overwhelming. I think that she understands the cool factor when it comes to putting a look together, which is if you have like a satiny, plush, elegant like short, pair it with something a little bit more grunge or opposite, like a freaking this coat I definitely feel like is, for me anyway, a takeaway. Like, this is something that I would want to own from this collection. And yeah, I feel like looking at the boots, looking at the shoes throughout the collection, you again can see that quality aspect is definitely there. These boots don't look cheap, which I feel like with white boots is tricky. White boots a lot of times be looking cheap, okay? And next we're gonna get into look number 7 out of 22 from our spring collection. And I feel that a Canadian tuxedo is classic forever. And if you don't know what a Canadian tuxedo is, that is denim on denim. And I love that she took it a step further and did a freaking denim bandana to go along with this denim look. And definitely the way that it's styled, we have seen before, like a denim pant tucked into a boot. But I feel like what makes it different is definitely like the washed, almost like faded looking print that she has on the front of it. I also think that the fit is very easy for anyone to pull off. Like, I love that the jacket is not, you know, too oversized or too fitted. The jeans look like a classic little straight leg. And then you also see the boots here, which again look like quality. I love like the stitch going down the middle of them. It looks like it might have like a leather sole. You can just tell that this is a quality boot. And I love that she did it the right way, because I feel like with being a new brand, it's probably a lot of pressure to stay current, to stay, you know, doing something new, to stay just doing anything, just so people don't look the other way or to the next brand that's, you know, coming up. So I think that she is taking her time and making sure that if she's gonna do something, she's gonna do it right. Okay, Portugal, footwear, period. Next look we're gonna get into is look number 8. And I really like this look too, because it is so simple. And I love how she is making this jogger a little bit more elevated. And also love the color palette. I think that it's very, you know, neutral, very easy. I feel like you get that Caribbean aspect with the little shoe here, especially being that it's like yellow. I think yellow, green, red, obviously are colors that you think of when you think Jamaica, Caribbean, or just color in general. Then I love this look right here, which I definitely feel was a look that says Jamaica, Jamaica, with like the nets, the netting. Also, I really love how open the front is. I feel like if you have an 8-pack or a 6-pack or whatever pack, and you want to show that, you can. Or you can put on a little bikini top and it's still not taken away from the dress, because that's what you think you're supposed to put it over. Like, it looked like it needed a swimsuit. I love how long it is too. This is a dress that I feel like even if it is dragging, like, it almost look even better. And then this look right here, as you can see, you have the satin top, but it's switched. Now she went like super extravagant with the top, and then a nice cotton poplin look like short. And I love too this boxy wide leg short that she has reoccurring during this collection. I think that that's again a takeaway.
So for the first look, I pulled inspiration from these two looks. This look is from Bianca Saunders' most recent collection, so her spring 2025 collection. But then this all black look is from her fall 2020 collection. And ultimately, I'm just inspired by how she styles joggers. Again, I think that it's a very elevated, easy way of styling joggers. And I think that ultimately it's the shoes and it's the fit of the jogger. I think a jogger for me from Bianca Saunders is on my wish list. This is another look that is from Bianca Saunders' fall 2022 collection, but nonetheless, I was truly inspired by the color palette. I love the fact that it reads as monochrome, yet it's not. The colors are just in the same color family, but it's just perfection. I just feel like the fabrics, the vibrancy of the fabrics and the tones, and then I love that the black is the striker. The black is the oddball, so to speak, whereas black is usually a color that I feel like blends in. And now that I'm looking at this look, I don't feel like my interpretation is at all like this at all, but I was inspired. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments. So this is the last look I'll be recreating today, and this is going to be from Bianca Saunders' spring 2025 collection. And in case you're new here, I am a sucker for a graphic tee, so I have several graphic tees. But I was super surprised that I had a sequins pant, so I was super excited to recreate this look. And also with the sayings on these shirts from this collection, they are Jamaican sayings. Fun fact.
Guys, so that is the end of Style Sunday episode 3. Dasha and I thank you for having us, and thank you for making it to the end of this video if you have. I'm gonna see you guys next Sunday. Of course, please let me know down in the comments which other collections you guys want me to review, and I hope you guys have a fantastic, productive, or not productive, but still a good week.